I'm a lesbian. I'm like, he's so hot. It's a problem.
Oh, he could turn you?
Oh, I don't know if he could turn me because that thing in his pants, I'm not interested.
There she goes.
Never been this happy in my life.
Hello, welcome to the TMZ Swiftie podcast. I'm your host, Melanie Miller, and today we are very lucky to be joined by Jessica Golich. Hello, Jessica. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me. I've been excited to come on as a guest.
You are huge in the Swiftie community.
Thank you so much.
You got invited to Taylor Swift's premiere at the Grove.
I did, and it was one of the coolest experiences of my life.
Was it?
Yeah, it totally was.
You got to. Were you in the theater with Taylor?
So she actually made her rounds in every single theater. There were 10 theaters full of Swifties, full of all of her friends, family. She made her rounds and came into every single theater. She walked right past me, gave me a high five, and
no, you got to touch her hand.
Yes,
I'm dying.
Yes,
I'm obsessed. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let's hop to it. So, breaking news of the day: Swifties have really outdone themselves.
I saw.
I wish I would have known about this.
I would have invested into it.
I would have contributed.
You were telling me.
Taylor Swift fans bought Taylor a billboard in Times Square, New York.
And it's so super cool. And I'm hoping that Taylor comes in and provides commentary about it because it is a big event.
How much money? I don't even know how much that would have cost.
I have no idea, but I saw it and I'm like, these fans really put money into that. And it goes to show how far and wide this community spreads.
Oh, for sure. Which I keep saying, like people are like, oh, Taylor Swift's album sucks. It's like, we don't need you. The Swiftie community is big enough that just, if you don't like it, go away.
And I think that people are using that now to get views because it will spark up controversy of saying that you don't like the album. Whether you do or don't, it's going to get views. And I think that people are kind of leaning towards saying that they don't, even though it's a phenomenal album.
It's such a trigger for us.
We could be biased, though.
So there's a billboard, which, and I don't know if people know this, but in LA, billboards cost about $100,000 for Sunset Boulevard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, on the Sunset Strip, they're about $100,000. So I can't imagine what it would cost in Times Square. I need to get to the bottom of how much this billboard actually costs. I'm actually gonna hit up one of our producers.
Yeah, we need to know the
we need to know the cost.
Yeah.
But it was put together by someone on Twitter called Cuba Designs. I hope I'm saying that right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were involved. Getaway Karma, TTPD Warrior 13, I'm Not All Too Well, Caged Me Crazy. So the billboard is for top 100, and she has the top 14 songs in top 100.
Yeah, and I saw that NSYNC was the last artist to reach that level of streaming success, and it goes to show that I don't think that anybody is going to beat Taylor after having 14 songs in the top 100.
I mean, I feel like Taylor always is like, oh, I'm never going to have this much success. And then she outdoes herself every time.
She keeps raising her own bar.
Yeah. The bar is unbeatable because it's hard for her to beat her own bar.
And you know what? People keep saying, oh, she's in her Madonna era. She's in her Michael Jackson era. No, she's in her Taylor Swift era.
Yes. Someone just said from Def Leppard that she's bigger than the Beatles and the Stones combined.
Wow. Yeah, she really is. And it's pandemonium at this point. And it's reached a point where even my grandma, who just sits at home and watches TV, knows who she is, follows this thoroughly. My mom, I talk to her about it all the time. It's connected me and my mom further, and that's what I really love.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Like at one point in the world, just give her flowers already.
Totally.
Okay, so next big story, this is pretty big. UMG and TikTok have reached a deal to so Taylor Swift's music is officially back on TikTok. She had it put back on TikTok for the release of her album, but now UMG and TikTok have officially reached a deal, and the deal aims to improve remuneration, I don't know how to say that, for songwriters and artists to provide promotional opportunities for their recordings and introduce industry-leading protection when it comes to generative AI. But obviously there was a big spat because TikTok allowed its platform to undermine artists. This is what UMG is saying. TikTok allowed its platform to undermine artists' intellectual property with unauthorized AI-generated songs. UMG claimed that the social media platform was flooded with AI-generated recordings, which we know from Fortnite.
And in general, there's sped up versions, there's slowed down versions.
I kind of love all those versions.
I love them all too.
I
And here's
love
the thing, and let's get off topic with Taylor Swift. I noticed recently, like Sabrina Carpenter, she has her Espresso hit. It's a huge song right now. She is actually reposting all the sped up, all the slowed down versions because she wants her song to be on TikTok to be able to gain further traction.
It makes it bigger.
It makes it way bigger. And I don't think that artists at that caliber really care about the financial component because they do care about the financial component, but UMG really is the one that is heavily dialed in on capitalizing from
nickel and diming
nickel and diming these artists' property.
Yeah.
And they don't have the option to choose whether or not their music is on TikTok, which goes to show that that is slowing down their traction.
And the fact that like Fortnite has been talked about so much because now we're comparing like the AI version to the real version.
Yeah.
And like the So High School version to the Taylor football, like whatever that.
And there's acapella ones up there now. And no one said anything about the Taylor stuff because I guarantee Taylor Nation and Taylor want that on there. This is the biggest album that we've seen since No Strings Attached.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I really
And
think
TikTok contributed to that.
Like UMG, shut up.
Totally.
Stop.
UMG, slow it down. We know that you're out for your own nickels and dimes.
Yeah. And I feel like the like joy and the beauty of TikTok is all the creativity that like so many unique people bring to it
Yeah.
and like make it their own. And like, let's just come on. You're making enough money. This business is helping your business.
It's
Let's
actually
see the bigger picture.
Sorry to cut you off, but that their music continuing to stay on there, all these artists, only elevates them even further and builds their brands even further. It being taken off only slows down your bankroll.
No, it literally makes no sense. Like TikTok has like exploded the music industry. And
It
like
has.
when the music industry was suffering, TikTok has like carried the music industry on its back for the last 3 years.
If we didn't have TikTok through the pandemic, the music industry would be
Shot. Over.
It's over.
Okay, so Matty Healy is according to a source, an insider, is uncomfortable with the renewed attention of his relationship with Taylor, especially because he's with someone new. He's dating model Gabriette Betchel. I started dating her in September 2023. I love that. So Matty was seen out in LA and was asked like what he thought of Taylor's diss track. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I love it. I'm sure it's great. I haven't listened to that much of the album, but I'm sure it's great." Like I love that he's like playing cool guy to everyone's face and then being like sending an insider to Us Weekly being like, he doesn't like it.
He's so PR trained, and it's to a point where it's like even his mom. Did you see his mom
and his aunt?
Yeah, like why are you getting involved publicly to a point where you're kind of snubbing Taylor by her saying, "Oh yeah, I haven't seen anything. I had no idea that Taylor had an album out." Please.
Everyone knows.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. And like I just think this is like I have been a big ride or die for the fact that the smallest man that's ever lived is Joe Allen.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Interesting.
Because I have a lot of ideas, but I just think that people are saying like the situationship is like harder and more heartbreaking to get over than the 6 years. But like writing a book is what actors do. And I think she just vehemently hates Joe Allen.
I have to deep dive into that thought process of yours again through the song because that is interesting. I haven't seen that many theories about that because it's been so heavily like targeted towards Matty, and I've really thought that song is just truly about Matty from start to finish.
I think the tunnel vision with the Jehovah's Witness is sidetracking everyone into the real. But I think that this whatever he's doing now, saying that like, "Oh, I don't like this," that this is bringing attention to me, like you really are the smallest man that's ever lived.
Totally, and imagine how Taylor felt being mistreated by you. So you don't like this now. Imagine how she didn't like that then.
Exactly. Like you an artist.
Yeah.
You've been flaunting around doing dumb shit for just
He does extreme things to continue to stay in the spotlight, his smaller spotlight, but I've never looked at the 1975 and him as a good band, personally. I just think that they have their fan base, they have their dedicated fan base, but their music kind of sucks.
Yes. Well, I like your point though of like he's been such a mastermind of like relevancy and for
It's
him
all
to,
shock value though.
yes, and for him to be like, "Well, I don't like this attention."
Yeah, you create this through your hypocrisy, through kind of being derogatory towards women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good, Matty Healy. Our Travis update. Travis update. So, Barstool Sports, I'm not sure the guy.
Dave?
No, not Dave. Which I don't know why Dave is allowing his little people that work for him to talk like this about Taylor Swift. But it's the Pardon My Take podcast where this guy is like, if Taylor Swift was as big of a Chiefs fan as she claims to be, she would not force Travis to sign a prenup when they get married. Because if you don't know, Travis Kelce got re-upped a 2-year extension
I
with the
saw that.
Chiefs, making him the highest paid tight end in the NFL league.
Yeah.
And so the Barstool podcast, Pardon My Take, basically went on and said that if Taylor was as big of a Chiefs fan as she is, she would not have a prenup. She would basically allow Travis to take a lesser contract. That way they could use the money that they're now paying Travis for other better players to take the Chiefs onto the Super Bowl and get yet another win in the Super Bowl.
I'm shocked Dave allowed that to slide on Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely shocked because the responsible thing that Taylor needs to do when the time comes is ensure a prenup is involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've seen these men turn on her one by one.
One by
Use
one.
her for clout.
I don't think I'm a huge Travis fan. I love Travis. I think that he is so down to earth. His energy's phenomenal. I think that he is the one. And I definitely think that he has his own brand built out substantially to where whether he was with Taylor or not, he'd still be in the spotlight. But I do think that it just is what it is. You have to have a prenup involved.
Yeah. I think football fans are off their fucking rockers.
And because of the way that she took over the NFL, though, Mel, I mean, to the point where even my dad, who's a lifelong NFL fan, acknowledged no matter if she was at the Chiefs games or not, she was getting brought up, period.
Yeah.
But that triggered the dads, brads, and treads in ways that it blew my mind how far it went online.
But I think the joke is like if it were roles reversed, like if Taylor was the one making less money and he was like the Patrick Mahomes, they'd be like, oh, like make sure that prenup is signed. She's gonna get all your money. She's gonna get all your money.
That's a
And
good
they're
point.
Like, no. We need to win one more Super Bowl, so don't sign a prenup so we can sign better players. Like he's got enough money. They're good.
And they've got a whole roster of phenomenal players, and they're posed to win the Super Bowl again. So
Are they posed to win the Super Bowl again?
they're posed to win the Super Bowl again. Yeah, I mean they're a phenomenal team. So
if they're really a good team as they claim to be,
yeah. And I think Barstool Sports was totally off there.
or be honest and say you're right. Swifties, we do need Taylor Swift a part of Chiefs Kingdom. We do need Travis to forego some money so that we can get other players because Taylor's impact on the Chiefs is so important to us and is the reason we're winning Super Bowls. Then say that.
Nobody talked about Kansas. No offense. And I have a lot of friends in Kansas City from TikTok. I love you all. Nobody really talked about Kansas City until Taylor came around.
I think this is the best point I've ever made.
Yeah.
No, literally. Like, if Taylor is that important that they don't want them to sign a prenup so that Travis can give away his money, then just say that Taylor is an important part of Chiefs Kingdom then.
Right.
You have to admit all of the shit that you talked about her. You're wrong. Taylor is an important part of Chiefs Kingdom.
We should look up tourism numbers. I guarantee Kansas City tourism has elevated substantially.
Oh, I'm ready to travel to Kansas City to watch a game next season.
Girl, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Go.
I went to a Rams game or whatever just because they were playing the Chiefs and I was like, I gotta be there.
Nice.
What if she's here?
Nice. I'm sure it was a blast.
I also do love that Jimmy Kimmel on his show brought up the fact that like Travis is like the broke guy in the relationship. He's making $34 million and like still comparatively broke
to Taylor, but he also has so many brand deals. Travis and the Kelce brothers are all over the place.
Yeah,
and I guarantee that their agents are negotiating very high numbers.
Yeah, Travis is about to come up. He's
Yeah.
about to
I think that he has an opportunity to potentially hit halfway there. So
500 mil.
yeah, throughout his career, because he is on fire right now and he already has substantial investments in phenomenal big companies. I think Travis is a great businessman, and I think that people need to stop kind of underestimating him in the relationship.
I like that.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favorite pieces of news to come out of Travis and Taylor's relationship.
Okay.
So they were in Vegas for the 15 and Mahomies Foundation, and we've seen this clip before where Travis got on stage and was like, "Viva Las Vegas!" And there's a new video that came out. Our girl on TikTok that's been there for us, our lip reader on TikTok.
Yes.
There was a new angle that came out that showed Taylor's reaction to him getting up on stage, screaming about Viva Las Vegas yet again. And she turns, and you can see the side of her mouth.
I saw it. She turns this way to talk to Patrick, right? Or
I
to
don't know.
Brittany. Or to Brittany.
I'm not sure who she was talking to.
Yeah.
But according to the lip reader, she claims that Taylor said that again. I can't do it, which I think we can all get on board with. Like,
I didn't see that, Taylor. I didn't see the lip reader said that. Wow.
I literally I love Travis Kelce so much. I call him daddy. I love him. He's my ride or die. I live for him.
Yeah.
But it's every time he does it, I'm just like, oh
my gosh. Yeah. He does do it a lot. He does do it a lot, and it's kind of to the point where I think that he's gonna probably work towards trademarking his style. And if he rolls out shirts, I'm gonna be wearing one. So.
They're probably gonna get married in Vegas so that he can do his Viva Las Vegas shit.
Yeah. And I didn't know that. I have to look at that clip again.
She literally goes, that again, I can't do it. Like,
I did notice, so I will be a little controversial on this. I did notice in a couple of those clips, he didn't seem as happy. So I think that it was more so that she was not in the party mode. She's getting into international tour dates now.
I have to
Her mindset's a little bit different.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I had to sit in this office and defend their relationship for the past week because they're like, oh, looks like they're losing steam. They're not as serious.
From those clips?
From those clips, like, it looks like the relationship's starting to take a dive because of the way he was kissing her and she was pulling away, which fans were speculating that it was because she was sunburned. She's like, ow, ow, ow. But no, I think,
and she's in a public environment. She acknowledges she is a genius. She acknowledges, I am Taylor Swift. I have cameras on me at all times. Is this appropriate? Potentially could have been the thought process.
Maybe
in a charitable event.
I just think like I just enjoyed that moment of like this again because it was such an honest moment, and like if he wasn't as hot, I don't know if he could hold her, but he is, and but we've all had that moment. I'm a lesbian.
I'm like, he's so hot. It's a problem.
He could turn you?
Oh, I don't know if he could turn me because that thing in his pants, I'm not interested in. But I definitely think he's so attractive. Like, his energy's so attractive.
Is this the first male you've been attracted to?
Yes, in forever. So I'm like lifelong lesbian too. Like, I love women, but his energy is just so attractive.
I love it.
Yeah.
The perfect man.
The perfect man.
Could get a lesbian, could get anyone.
I know, and I put something on TikTok about it the other day, and there were a couple other lesbians like, girl, yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed. Okay, so tour talk and theories. We have a new theory coming out that basically Taylor has now put her stamp of approval on, which is saying that the last line of Midnight's, which has officially become Hits Different, and the first line of TTPD, Tortured Poets Department, coincide. So the last lyric is that your key is in the door? Is it okay? Is it you, or have they come to take me away? And the first lyric of Fortnite is, I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. Which
I would have never caught that.
Really?
Who caught it?
It was a man on TikTok. Matty Pop Culture.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've seen him before.
On TikTok.
Yeah.
And basically, after pointing out the connection,
that goes to show how brilliant she is and how she keeps us speculating and keeps us so intrigued and engaged as her fan base. No, I was thinking about it. Okay, I have little like micro obsessions with other pop culture superstars and stuff, but
I couldn't tell you that. No idea.
the level with her of how she keeps me so deeply engaged every single day. There's new clues that have come about and new Easter eggs, and it's so fun, and it connects us. It connects
You know what?
Swifties.
My favorite connection that I haven't really said anything, but like, there's a line about how the starting line was sort of, I forget what song it is because there's so many. But there's some sort of line about how the starting line song that they shared together, they talked about in the Black Dog, which I'm convinced is Matty Healy. It was kind of their focal point in their relationship, and it kind of makes me think like that she's saying that was our song, and then our song and debut.
Our song and debut.
She's referencing our song and debut.
Oh wow,
It was
that's good. You should do a TikTok about that
okay.
because that will speculate, and that could sync. Yeah,
I think it is.
yeah.
Like I think and I saw another point where she's just basically tying the first half of Tortured Poets is like the relationship, and the second half of Tortured Poets is tying back to her entire career and like every relationship.
There's definitely a different energy to the second I'm still so shocked that we got this double album because I had no idea that it was coming, but I definitely think that the second part is my favorite part and definitely has a different energy to it.
Okay.
The first part is a lot more kind of historical, I feel like, and kind of goes through her deep, sad, emotional elements, but there's a healing element to the second end to it, and I know she did that purposely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I like that I don't know what I was gonna say. It was a thought that I almost had and it just didn't translate. But I do like that this is her the Lover House and all these albums have sort of been a story that you could all this album has tied everything sort of together.
It has.
And it's like a readable book now.
It is a readable book, and I wish that we could put it together as a book.
I
think the time will come.
I hope the movie that she's rumored to be making is about the Lover House.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be incredible.
Awesome. Okay, so our Spotted segment. Spotted. This is a little twist on our Spotted segment.
Okay.
Where will she be spotted? Well, so there's 2 rumors going around of where her and Travis might be this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
Miami for the F1 Grand Prix or the Kentucky Derby.
I definitely think she'll be in Miami.
You think she'll be in Miami?
Yes, because Patrick and Travis are investors into F1 and recent investors into F1. And I think that it's kind of going to be Travis shining a spotlight on F1, then Taylor coming to elevate that spotlight on F1. I don't think Taylor will eventually become an investor into it, but her even being there with Travis will elevate the F1 spotlight.
I have a different take.
Tell me.
Tell
us it, excuse me.
I think they do both.
They could.
I think they go to the Kentucky. I don't know when the Kentucky, like, isn't there just like one race?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Girl, I don't pay attention.
I think they literally are just like enjoying the globetrotting. Like they were in Vegas and then they're in Nashville and then like for Coachella they were at Sushi Park on Friday night.
I heard.
And then jetted off to Sushi Park is in LA.
Yeah.
And then jets to Palm Springs to go to Coachella and then she's only there for one day.
Were you there weekend 1?
Yeah, and I got video. I saw them.
Oh, girl. Yes, I was there too, and I was sprinting through Coachella. So some people saw me, and they're like, yeah, well,
I gotta go.
I know where you're heading.
Can
girl.
I quickly brag about it for 1 second?
Yeah, please do.
I went to Ice Spice, and I was like, if Taylor goes anywhere, she's going to be at Ice Spice. And my friend texted me and said that she was there.
Yeah.
And that she was at the like front gate. So I literally go like this, Taylor's here, Taylor's here, Taylor's here, Taylor's here. And like push my way to the front. And then I got video of her leaving.
Amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, I bet. And she's with Travis. Was she with Ice Spice and Sabrina too, right?
Ice Spice was
on stage with Sabrina.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think that I don't know. It was the best day of my life.
I'm sure, totally.
But
have you met Taylor or been around her? Wow. Your day will come. I see the way you work. Your day will come.
I really think it won't.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Have confidence.
I have done
everybody.
Listen, I was born, I don't know if you know this, in 1989. And I have been a diehard I Will Die for Taylor Swift fan since debut.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to almost every concert except for Fearless because I was poor and we're the same age and I couldn't afford it.
Uh-huh.
And I have begged, pleaded with every security guard at every show I've ever been to get me backstage. And it is...
You gotta maximize
You know
the
who-
TMC access,
Okay,
girl.
I know, I'm trying my best. Please. Please, Harvey, help me. I did meet Andrea at the Boston show, the Rain show.
Oh, I'm sure she seems so kind, down to earth. She just seems like such a pleasant human.
Taylor, if you're out there, I'm trying to change the narrative at TMZ just for you. I'll do anything for you.
And you have substantially changed the narrative over time.
I love that.
You
Thank
have. I've noticed.
Thank you.
Really ride or die for Taylor.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Our fun fact of the day. Do you know this?
Yes, I saw.
Do you want to take the lead on this?
I
Tell us about
I want you to take
No.
It's about what is it, 100 it's the tempo CPR thing, but I don't know like the numbers to it.
Okay. Well, I don't know it either. But the Alchemy song has the right tempo for CPR hands.
Yes, I saw that, and I think what is it, like 100? Someone's got to fill us in because this is irresponsible for me. I'd be talking about CPR. Like, come on.
I don't know about CPR.
Yeah.
I just know you.
Yeah.
My point is, maybe I'll just look that up real quick. What's the CPR beats per minute? Oh, give 2 breaths after every 30 chest compressions. 1 of 2, you'll be doing 1 to 2 compressions every second. Remember the depth compressions on adult is 2 - no one cares. Wild go shut the fuck up. Anyway, my point is a lot of people speculate that the Alchemy is about Travis. And I kind of like that the theory is the right tempo for the CPR hands.
Oh, wow.
And that he is CPRing her back to life.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that theory, but I'm going to talk about it today. I love that theory.
You like that theory?
I love that theory.
Okay.
Yes. And it totally makes sense because I've seen her, you've seen it. We've all seen her energy just come back to life whenever she's around him. She might have had a bad weekend recently. So what? All the other times, she's just so happy, so full of life, and it's beautiful to see.
I don't think she had a bad weekend. I think it was...
It is what it is.
I think... This is our We Hear You. So, or We Hear You segment. Olivia Rodrigo has stolen from Taylor Swift time and time again.
I agree.
And according to the internet, one of the comments in one of our comments says, well, if you're going to say that Olivia Rodrigo has stolen from Taylor Swift, you need to address the fact that Taylor has now stolen from Olivia Rodrigo. And the comment mentions Gonna Get You Back versus Get You Back.
Mhm.
So on Olivia Rodrigo's Guts album, she has a song called Get You Back, which is like, I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna make him really jealous.
Yeah, I've heard it.
And the basically it's a double meaning of like, I'm gonna get you back into a relationship. We're gonna get back together, or like I'm gonna get you back, like revenge.
Okay.
So Taylor has a song on the anthology saying I'm gonna get you back, and it's all one word.
Yeah.
And it's essentially the same. It's a double meaning saying like, I'm either gonna be your wife or I'm gonna break your bike.
Keep in mind, Olivia has not supported Taylor whatsoever over the past few years, and it's
Blatantly not supported her.
Blatantly obvious that there is a little tension between them that it's very unspoken about, and
she keeps denying it.
She keeps denying
while
it publicly.
Taylor claps for her while she's on stage.
While she's
and
Taylor's
Olivia,
standing up clapping for her.
Yeah.
Literally. And Olivia's just coming up. Olivia is kind of like a mini Britney Spears, in my opinion. She has that pop culture effect right now. The kids absolutely love her. She's going to sustain throughout her career. She's extremely successful. But I do think that she is definitely copying a lot of Taylor's brand.
She is taking a page out of pages and pages and pages out of Taylor Swift's playbook. Taylor drew the map and Olivia followed along everywhere.
With a crayon.
Yes. Do you think that... this is tough because the songs are very, very similar. And I wonder if there is a triple meaning to Taylor Swift's song. Not only is she either going to get back in a relationship with Matty, get him back in a relationship, and now she is going to get Olivia Rodrigo back for her consistent copying, and now she's going to be like, you can do it, so can I, and I'm going to do it better. And I've seen it compared, like Olivia Rodrigo's song is like a vodka soda, and Taylor Swift's is a classic martini.
Oh, yeah, I definitely think that why would Taylor Swift maximize those words in the song title if it weren't like an innuendo, like a distinctive hit towards Olivia?
A wink and a nod at Olivia Rodrigo. I can do what you can. I can do anything you can do, but I can do it better.
Totally. Yeah.
Sorry, Olivia Rodrigo.
Sorry.
Dinged again.
Yeah.
And I do love Olivia Rodrigo's Get You Back, but
I like some of her music, but I definitely think that she could be showing Taylor a bit more support over the past few years.
I hope this was a dig at Olivia.
I hope it was too.
Oh, that would be. And honestly, the part where she says, "And thank you, Amy," like, I'll change the clues, like, she's just sort of like, it's there, but it's not so obvious.
Well, it is, girl, in the title. Like, keep in mind.
Well, no, but I'm saying like this, I'm gonna get you
Oh,
back.
oh, yeah, yeah,
Is like the clues are there, but it's not like obvious. Like, thank you, Amy, Kim.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she's changing the clues to make sure that Olivia knows it's a dig, but not every single person catches on to it.
And some people may not even know Olivia's song, so people may not catch on to that in general.
Yeah.
Because that song's not as nearly big as any of Taylor's songs.
Correct.
So yeah, it definitely could be a silent drag.
That is our show for the day. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This was
fun.
It was an absolute pleasure.
We'll have to do it again.
Love it. We'd love to have you back.
Thank you.
Jessica, tell people where they can find you.
Follow me at Jessica Golich, Golich on TikTok, and I'll see you there hopefully.
If you want to watch us, you can watch us on YouTube. Leave a comment. Are we right? Are we wrong? Did you hate what we say? Did you love what you say? Did you agree with anything we said? You can listen to us on Apple, on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.
See ya.